Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward.
Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert doing research. Okay, so today let's just review Bitcoin. I do this chart a lot just because I want to highlight the overall kind of environment of what to expect. I expected this large wick to get filled out because if you look in the past with other liquidation events, you'll see that price usually likes to revisit those areas or even swing below it. And this happens quite frequently. And as we all know, these mass liquidation events are very common in crypto. You'll often see price, start to break down, mass liquidation, some sort of lower high, and then price will often revisit those areas or even break below it, and then get absorbed and then go up. So as you can see here, the yellow circle denotes the liquidation event where we see large moves down, and usually you'll see these large wicks form because price gets bought up. People are getting liquidated here, price gets bought up, forms the lower high, and then in the green box here, you'll see that price usually revisits the area from the wick or even goes below it in many cases. Price did swing below after the May event in June, and that happened on June 22nd. Price again made some sort of like lower high comparatively, and then revisited that area once more again in late July, and then price took off. To me, this is very similar to the May price action. I was always expecting this green box to get filled because these wicks usually get filled out, as you can see. And this, in my opinion, is still overall like kind of normal price action. This is still like pretty normal. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this 42K area get taken out. It would make sense to me to see this like kind of blitz below, so you get like 38 or something like that, and then we just go higher. To me, the market structure is still bullish on higher time frame charts. I would um, like to see this overall low hold from September, though. That's pretty important to me in general for market structure purposes. And I will go to another chart here where this is kind of my overall market structure chart where price, obviously, there are three different trends that price is usually in. Number one is a bull trend where we see higher highs, higher lows. Number two is the bearish trend where we see a lower high denoted in May 7th and a lower low denoted in April 24th or so. And then obviously the price nuked below, followed by the third price action, which we see is accumulation consolidation. Price just chops around, and after that point, we see a bullish market structure after that, where we see a higher high and higher low. And this low, in my opinion, was the last significant low formed back in September. If this low gets taken out, then I am very, very worried, personally. I would like to see a higher low form from that point. Um, to me, I was confident that this higher low would form, but if we go to a lower low at this point, then I'm very, very concerned. To me, I would um, be very concerned, as I said, because I believe that's the start of a break in market structure. And at that point, I would be looking for where the next high is at. Because if the next high is a lower high, so if we see like a lower low 38K gets bought back up, um, and then we see some sort of like 60K lower high, um, followed by another break of that low, so I go to like 36. At that point, the market structure to me is bearish because then you have a lower low here, followed by a lower high, followed by a lower low. To me, personally, the plan is still the same, though. I still believe this is a bullish market structure until shown otherwise. I do believe that these lows will hold. We might see a deviation below, um, but I'm still of the opinion that we see some sort of lower high, maybe around $60,000. Similar to what we saw back in September, early September, where we saw this high was a lower high compared to the May highs. Very similar here. I believe we'll see a lower high compared to November. So we'll see a lower high at 60K, or I don't know where it's going to be. And at that point, I'm really looking to see where the next low is set. Because if the next low is a higher low, like say, I don't know, 50K or something like that, then I think the market structure is still intact because we still have, even though we still have a lower high comparatively to November, it's still a higher high compared to this consolidation, price action, and for more importantly, we see a higher low set compared to the accumulation pattern. Similar to what we saw back in August, this low was established, followed by a high, and then a higher low. This higher low was key in my opinion. Once we saw this higher low, and obviously when this 52K area got broken, to me that was just a confirmed break in market structure. At that point, we were at a bullish market structure, higher high, higher low. So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that I do believe that these lows will hold. I do believe we'll get a lower high, similar compared to November, similar to the September area. And I'm really looking to see where the low is set. If the low is set as a higher low comparatively, then I think we just go higher. If on the other hand, we start to break down, get some like weak bounces, and then we break below and make a lower low compared to wherever this current low is set in the next few days or weeks, then I think that that's a bearish market structure, because then we have a lower high followed by a lower low. So really, as I said, there's a few different scenarios that we can check here. Bear scenario number one would be if this low just gets taken out now, if we go to like 35K, then I think that is very, very, very scary. That's just a lower low set compared to the one set in September. And at that point, I will be de-risking heavily. Scenario number two for the bearish possibility is chop around here, lower high 60K, and then a lower low. That to me would be bearish again, because we set a lower low compared to what we just set right here, this low that we're forming right now in December, and we set a lower low. At that point, that's also bearish. So these are the two bearish scenarios: low right now or lower high followed by a lower low. The bullish scenario is that we maintain these current lows, chop around, hit 55, 60K. I don't know where it's going to be. Lower high, as to be expected. Most importantly, higher low. This to me would be this would be a bullish scenario. Similar to how we saw it back in October, higher low set. At that point, it's to me, it's still okay. This is the scenario that I'm still maintaining is going to happen, because I still believe that we are in a bullish market structure. With that said, I am fully willing to change my plans and my overall outlook if the bearish scenarios are confirmed. So if we see something that we just go straight down to, like, we break these past lows set in September and October, at that point I'm very worried. The third scenario, of course, is something that I'm not really envisioning at all. Like if we just straight like nuke down to like 30K, at that point I am very confused, because I don't think that we have the fuel to push lower. A lot of people got liquidated on this first move down. To me, this scenario seems very unlikely. A more likely scenario would be to go back up, get everybody bullish again around 60K, let the shorts pile in, and then break down. Like I believe we'll hit a lower high before we break down. That would be much more. That would make a lot more sense to me. But if we just straight nuke down lower, that's going to be very surprising to me for a lot of reasons. So these are kind of the overall things that I'm viewing personally. The altcoins should usually pull back a lot during these times, generally speaking. I am looking at altcoins such as Matic, Near, One, Atom, FTM. Those are Phantom. Those are all kind of coins that I'm eyeing. Same with YFI and Sushi. But overall, I am very cautious right now, and I think that I'm really looking to see where the next low is set. Those are kind of my overall macro time frame opinions on Bitcoin. For now, I'm still bullish until shown otherwise. Thanks for watching.